So welcome to this notebook of Lambda functions. Again, I have two line of definition for you guys. Just go through it, pause the screen, read it out. If you have any queries, you can just go back to our presentation round and clear out exactly what is happening over here. Now I'll just give you a quick recap. A lambda function is a small uh, anonymous function which returns an object. An object returned by lambda is usually assigned to a variable or used as a part of other functions. Now I know that a lot of big words or big languages just came into play. Let's make these things much more easier for you guys. In Python, we use the lambda keyword to declare an anonymous function. Okay, but before that, I just want to show you. Let's take a normal function code. Let's say def. I'm going to take def square, and I'm going to pass a number n. Store it to a variable in square, that is s, and then return s. So if I pass square, and inside of this, let's take any number. I'll just get the square of that number. Let's take 3, I'll get 9. Okay, now let's convert it to a lambda function. Now the syntax of lambda function is quite similar that which we could recall out. So we had, let's write the syntax over here. We have lambda, again small l, lambda, and inside of this you're gonna write first the arguments, and then you're gonna write the expression whatever you are having. Now for function it was quite like this. You have def function name, and then inside of this we have argument, and then we had expression. It can be a number of expressions. Now in lambda expressions we can only have one expression. Okay, let me note it out. Note, only one expression is possible, and lambda functions are always one liners. Okay, now let's take this function, normal function, and convert to a lambda function. So lambda, lambda, what are the arguments? N is the argument, then a colon, and then I have expression n into 2. So that's my lambda function. Let's store it to sq, or let's say store it to s, and if I pass s3, we will be getting the square of that number. Now let's look into one more problem, quick problem, to get the cube of a number using lambda function. So I'm just gonna write cube is equal to lambda n, and inside of it again n triple 3. That's it. If you pass cube, and let's check for 9, it's 729. Let's check out for a small number. So 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. So that's one more example of it. Now let's say we have to write a code where we should be getting out the maybe the first character of a string. Okay, so we can have a lambda function for that. Before lambda function, let's have a normal function, and let's compare it side to side. First char, and we have a string over here. Let's store it to char equal to s of 0, and then return s of 0. S of 0. If I pass first char, and let's pass Paul, so it will return me back Paul. Let's convert it to a lambda expression. Lambda, we have s, and that is the expression, and what it should be returning? It should be returning me this. That's exactly how we should be doing. So I'm going to name this as fc is equal to this, and if in fc I pass Paul, I will be getting capital P in return. So now let's look into how we can pass multiple arguments into this. Let's say we have a function add, that is to be passing out two numbers and getting out the sum of it or the multiplication of it. So what we can do is create a variable mul, and let's take lambda. Inside of this I will be having x comma y, and it should be returning into x into y. So if I pass mul, that is 3 comma 4, I will be having 12. That is the multiplication of both of the numbers. That's how we create out and lambda functions. Okay, let's jump into one more quick example of lambda function. If a number is even or not, okay, it will return me back if the number is even. Okay, just even num equal to lambda, and I will be having a num, and then I'm gonna write one more thing inside of this. What it should be returning me back, that is num mod 2 is equal to 0. Okay. Now if I check even numbers, for a number 3, even number, for a number 3, it is not an even number, so false. Let's try it for an even number, we are getting true. So that's how we can create out our lambda functions. So we have gone through a lot of things. We have known what is a lambda function, what is the syntax of it, how it is different from a normal function, and how to create out a function in it. In our next video, we are going to get much deeper into lambda functions and try to solve out much more complex problems. We may combine our maps and filter concept and apply this in our lambda functions. So let's jump into our next video.